Hello, Mackie here, and welcome back to another edition of 60 Super Bowls in 60 Days. It is February 6, 2011. We are at the AT&T Stadium in Dallas, Texas. Yes, we're in Jerry's world, of course, because Jerry Jones is everything to the Cowboys, and you guys are all peasants. Super Bowl 45. It is the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers, two traditionally elite franchises in all of NFL. The Terrible Towels versus the Graydon Cheeseheads. Tom Grossi versus Urinating Tree. And ladies and gentlemen, it was an absolute barn burner of a game. Steelers 25, Green Bay Packers 31 for their fourth Super Bowl in history. And let's get into the stats. Ben Roethlisberger, 25 of 40 for 263 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Aaron Rodgers, discount double check, 24 of 39 for 304 yards and 3 TDs for his MVP. For the Russian, Rashad Mandahal with 14 of 63 for 4.5 yards per pop and a touchdown. Isaac Redman, 2 carries for 19 yards and 9.5 a pop. Weldon Moore, 3 carries for 13 yards at 4.33 a pop. And Ben Roethlisberger with 4 carries for 31 yards and 7.75 a pop. James Stark was the only running back for the Green Bay Packers with 11 rushes for 52 yards at 4.73 a pop. The receivers was a different story. Mike Wallace, 9 catches for 89 yards, 9.89 a pop and a touchdown. Hines Ward, 7 catches for 78 yards and 11.14 a pop and a touchdown. Antoine Randall L., 2 catches for 50 yards and 25 a pop. Emmanuel Sanders, 2 catches for 17 yards at a pop and 8.5. And then Heath Miller, 2 catches for 12 yards and 6 a pop. For the Green Bay Packers, Jordy Nelson, 9 catches for 140 yards at 15.56 a pop and a touchdown. Jeez. Woo. That is dynamite. Greg Jennings, 4 catches for 64 yards, 16 yards a pop, and 2 touchdowns. 2. James Jones, 5 catches for 50 yards and 10 catches, 10 yards per pop. Donald Driver, 2 catches for 28 yards and 14 a pop. For the defense, Lamar Woodley, James Harrison, and Evan Hood have a sack. Ryan Clark, 8 tackles. Ike Taylor, 5 tackles. Brian McFadden, 4 tackles. Brent Kessler, Troy Polamalu. Why do I spell Troy with try? There you go. Lawrence Timmons, 3 tackles. And that was it for the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. For the Green Bay defense, Jared Bush, interception, 5 tackles. Nick Collins, interception, 4 tackles. Frank Zumo, sack, and 5 tackles. Charlie Paparan, 10 tackles. Desmond Bishop, 8 tackles. Traymon Williams, 6 tackles. Pat McAfee, pretty much right-hand man, A.J. Hawk with 5 tackles. Yes, A.J. Hawk did actually play for the Green Bay Packers. Wow, that's okay, didn't realize. Clay Matthews, 3 tackles and a forced fumble, and probably the game-sealing forced fumble. Clay Matthews was an absolute beast, man. He was an absolute beast for, you could say the 2010s onwards until his retirement, of course. Could be a Hall of Fame candidate. Could be a Hall of Famer. Brett Swan and Charles Woodson, 3 tackles each. And now Charles Woodson, of course, pretty good dynamic. Finally get his ring, of course, after so many years. He started out playing well, and he's trying to... I think there was one play, of course, he was trying to make the interception, of course, and he did it, and it kind of dislocated his shoulder. So that means, yeah, big blow to him. Really big blow to him. At least he got his ring, man, but sucks to be him. Anyways, for the kicking and special team, Sean Susham, 2 for 2 PATs and 1 for 2 field goals. Mason Crosby, 4 for 4 PATs and 1 for 1 field goals. Total yards, 387 to 338 in favor of Pittsburgh. But the turnovers, man, the turnovers really changed the game. 3 Pittsburgh turnovers to Green Bay's none. And that was the difference of a really good, close game between Mike McCarthy and Mike Tomlin. The battle of the mics, I guess. And unfortunately, this was an important victory because Aaron Rodgers was, I'm talking to you on January 16th. This is going to come out way later. But whether Aaron Rodgers is going to play for another season or not, what he has done to Green Bay, what his impact at Green Bay goes beyond one single Super Bowl. It's the same thing with Brett Favre, of course. He won his only Super Bowl, and yet, despite his utter crap, he's incredible. He was a member of the Packers, legend forever, and that's incredible. And yeah, Aaron Rodgers, king of Hail Marys, incredible plays, discount double check, having the World Heavyweight Championship belt when he actually won the trophy with Clay Matthews. Yes, I know the belt, of course, because I'm kind of a wrestling guy, of course. And it was and it was a pretty good game. I mean, do I believe it's the best Super Bowl ever? Well, not really. There's some like memorable ones like stick it out there, but this was a good watch. It was a pretty good watch between two good teams, two great quarterbacks, of course, two great coaches in their primes, and this was a fantastic game to watch. So you have the time, please go watch this game. I highly recommend it. And if you're a Green Bay Packers fan like Tom Grossi, who's watching this right now, hello, Grossi Posse Nation. Yeah, this is for you. This is literally for you. Anyways, thank you for watching. Super Bowl 45 is finished. We are on to Super Bowl 46, which is going to be a rematch of the most famous Super Bowl ever. And we all know about sequels. You know, sequels does not live up to the original. But this one kind of did. Kind of did. Anyways, rest up, everybody. See you all tomorrow. And